Welcome to DanceSport with Michael, right? Michael coach. Right now, before we start, can you make sure that you turn on your camera? Chào mừng các bạn. Bây giờ mình chuẩn bị học DanceSport, học múa với huấn luyện viên Michael Perez ha. Thì để cho buổi workshop của mình vừa vui vừa hiệu quả thì cô Đức sẽ đề nghị tất cả các bạn mở camera lên nè, và mở camera thì bỏ background, tại vì các bạn để cái background mờ mờ giống bạn David á, cái hình á, thì mình sẽ lại không thấy được cái động tác của các con khi múa, chỉ thấy cái khuôn mặt thôi, thành ra là nó sẽ không hiệu quả. Như bạn Leslie là được nè, bạn Leslie rất là sẵn sàng nè. Rồi bây giờ tất cả các bạn đứng lên, gọi là gì, khởi động đi, warm up nha. Rồi warm up trước nha, tự warm up, tự khởi động nha, để mình bắt đầu nè. Rồi bây giờ cô Đức sẽ đi ra vườn và xem là thầy Michael ở đâu rồi nha. Ok, rồi bây giờ các bạn khởi động đi. Cô Đức mang máy tính ra vườn, thành ra là cô Đức sẽ tắt camera của cô Đức một chút để setup, và sau đó cô Đức sẽ khởi động lại nha. Các con đứng dậy khởi động nè, tự làm những động tác khởi động để cho cơ thể dẻo dai trước khi mình bắt đầu học DanceSport nha.
Cô ơi, con
Rồi các bạn khởi động đi, khởi động cổ tay, cổ chân, khởi động cổ và các xương khớp ha, để lát hồi mình học cho nó dẻo dai nha. Ok, rồi khởi động chưa nào? Mình dành 5 phút cho các bạn khởi động nha. You ready? Rồi các bạn khởi động chưa nè? Rồi mình sẽ học hoàn toàn bằng tiếng Anh nha. Michael, you have to turn off your background. Yeah. And then turn it to another side. Yeah, beautiful sun. Okay. Right. So I spotlight you, Michael. Okay.
Okay.
Where are you?
She should be pointing the. Oh, what? There we go.
Sun is put right there.
Why you see it? I think it's wrong side.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Sun's too bright. Apparently the sun's. Yeah. Sorry, guys. We're just working out where the sun's not too bright. Is that better? Cool. Okay. Good morning to everybody in Vietnam. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. My name is Michael. I'm going to be teaching you some Latin and ballroom dancing on Sunday mornings. So today, I thought we'd get started with a dance called the bachata. It's a very popular dance throughout Latin America and in Australia as well. So yeah, great rhythm, nice and easy steps. So I thought it'd be a good way to get started. So everybody stand on your right foot. We're going to get ready. We're going to get ready to step with our left foot first. So I'll back the camera for a second. Left foot is this side here. So our basic step, we're going to take 3 steps to the side, and we start with the left foot. We have side, together, side, and then with the right foot, we're just going to tap. Now, when we tap, don't step on it. We want to make sure that we just 1, 2, 3, and then tap. So we're going to use it again in our next step. So our next step will start with the right foot in the other direction. We have side, together, side, and tap. So again, making sure that it's just a tap so we can reuse it on the next step. I think they got here. So we're going to practice that basic step a few times. So we start to the left. Side, together, side, tap. And now right foot, side, together, side, and tap. Again, side, together, side, tap, and back, side, together, side, tap. Hello. Okay, let's practice those. Good morning. Very well, how are you? Let's practice those steps a few times. And we have side, together, side, tap, side, together, side, tap. Again, side, together, side, tap, side, together, side, tap. Okay, I'm going to put on some music now, and we're going to have a chance to practice those steps to music. I've chosen a nice slow song to practice to today, so we're not going to have to go really, really fast. Now, because bachata is it's a Latin American dance, the songs are going to be in Spanish. So if you know how to speak Spanish, let me know in the comments section what they're singing about. All right, everybody, ready with the left foot. And we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Few more. 4 more. Okay. So hopefully you did that well. So just a few points to help you make it easier is the use of your arms. So if you try the steps and your hands are just down by the side, it's kind of just on the spot, not very much happening. So we want to use the arms so we can dance with more of our bodies. So the arm movement is, we're going to start with our arms just in front of our body. So just above our belly button, about right here. And whichever foot we step with, we're going to move our arms in that direction. So if I step with my left foot, I'm going to have arms to the left. And then as I use my right foot, I'm going to move my arms to the right. And then left foot again, arms to the left. And then on the tap, we can just leave them where they are, tap. And then we go back in the other direction with the right foot, and we have right arms to the right. We use our left foot, arms to the left. We have our right foot, arms to the right, and then leave them here and tap. Because when I was learning to dance bachata, I would always want to try and move my arms on the tap. But if I do this, now my arms are going in the wrong direction and I start to look really funny when I dance. So we move our arms when we step with the foot. So arms to the left, arms to the right, arms to the left, and leave them still. And now we go back to our right side, arms to the right, arms to the left, arms to the right, and leave them here. Don't touch them. Tap. Good. So let's try that again. This time, I would like you to focus on moving your legs, moving your feet, and trying out some arm movement as well. And I'll talk to you after we practice about why that is so important for Latin dancing. Okay, so remember guys, we step on our left foot, our arms go to the left. Step on the right foot, our arms move to the right. So move your arms in the direction of the foot you're using. Here we go. Keep going. Few more. And 4 more. And that'll do it for now. Okay, so just a little bit of information about why it's important to move our arms when we do Latin dancing. And the reason it's so important is because Latin styles of dancing are known as body rhythm styles of dancing. And what that means is that we don't want to just move the feet. We don't want to just do the arms. We want to try and incorporate our whole body. So our hips and our rib cage is all going to move. And it takes a long time to get that right, but as long as you are trying to make it happen, you will eventually learn to coordinate. So keep trying whenever we try the new steps. Try and move your bodies as well as your feet and your arms. So our next step we're going to try is the forwards and backwards basics. Excuse me. So our first basic step was side to side. So we had left foot to the side, tap, right foot to the side, and tap. Now, this next basic step is going to be forwards and backwards. So we're going to keep the same rules that we've set about everything so far. So when I move my left foot, my arms are going to move to the left. And when I move my right foot, my arms are going to move to the right. So that all stays the same. The only difference is, again, like I said, we're going to move forwards and backwards. So starting with our left foot. So again, left foot, we're going to move forwards. So we start and left foot, right foot, left foot, and then tap. Good. And now we're going to step backwards. So on the right foot, we're going to have arms to the right, arms to the left, arms to the right, and then tap. So it's the exact same steps. So left foot to start moving forward, right foot to start moving backwards. The only difference is we swap from side to side and we move forwards and backwards. Now, when we take these, when we do these forward and backwards basics, I'm just going to turn side on for a moment. We do not want to take very big steps. I'm not trying to run forwards or run backwards because you see it looks very clumsy. So I want to take nice small steps. So the knees should always stay quite close together. So even on the side basics as well, nothing like this. On the forward basics, watch the space between my knees. 1, it's not very big. It's not very big. And then I'll take 2, same thing, not very big. Small space between the knees. And then 3, again, small space. And on the tap, the knees come back together. Same thing when I step backwards. I'm going to 1. The space, if anything, on a backward step is even smaller. And then we have 2, 3, and tap. So nice and small steps. And that should, so for one thing, it'll make it easier because you don't have to move as fast. And 2, you can dance this dance in quite a small space. So if I wanted to, I could, this little square here on the floor, I could 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So I can keep this dance in a small area. So this is a fun dance to practice if you don't have much space. So let's go over those basic steps again. And we have left foot. So left foot moving forwards. And we have left, right, left, and tap. Right, back, back, and tap. Again, left, right, left, and tap. Right, left, right, and tap. Few more. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3. Couple more. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Very good. I hope you are finding this nice and easy. So the next thing that I would like to mention is just a very basic tip on how to use your feet. So when we step forwards, normally when we walk, we step with the back of our foot first and we move across the foot to take our steps. But because this is dancing, we want to change how we use our feet a little bit. So in bachata, instead of stepping forward on the back of the foot, we're going to step forward on the toe. So we will have 1. So you see my toe has hit the ground first, and then the foot goes flat. Toe, foot goes flat, toe, foot goes flat. And same thing on the backwards and the sideways steps. So if I step backwards, obviously I'm not going to, because that just looks really weird and my bum sticks out. So I'm going to back on the toe, back on the toe, back on the toe, and tap with the toe. So you see when I tap here, my heel does not go down, it stays up off the floor. And same on our sideways steps. We have toe first, flat, toe first, flat, toe first, flat, and tap. Again, with the tap, the heel stays off the floor. Okay, so we'll try a few more of those. We're going to practice giving you a few things to think about now, but I won't add any more. I won't add any more technical points. We're just going to focus on steps now, and we're going to use just those few technical points that I discussed already. So let's recap those nice and quickly. Number 1, whichever foot we step with, we want to move our arms towards that foot. So if I step with my left foot in a sideways basic, my arms will move to the left. When I use my right foot, they move to the right. When I step with my left foot, to the left. And when I tap, so I'm not stepping onto this foot, I'm just tapping with it. My arms stay still. Tap. Now I move back to the right and my arms go to the right. My arms move towards my left foot, towards my right foot, and they stay still because it's a tap. Good. So the next point is keep your knees very close together. So on a forward basic, my knees are not very far apart. They don't move far. Once more, the knees stay close. They don't move far apart. Okay, so we've talked about our arms and we've talked about our knees. Now, the last point that we talked about was our feet. So whenever we move in bachata, we do not want to step on the heel first. No. We want to step on the toe first. So toe flat, toe flat, toe flat, tap. My speaker just turned off. Toe flat, toe flat, toe flat, tap. Okay, let's try a few of those forward and basic steps, forward and backwards basic steps. And we have 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Again, 1, 2, 3, and tap. And 1, 2, 3, and tap. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, and tap. And 1, 2, 3, and tap. Good. Now we're going to put all of those points that we've been talking about now into our side to side basic steps as well. And we have side, 2, 3, and tap right foot, right, left, right, and tap. Again, 1, 2, 3, and tap, and 1, 2, 3, and tap. 2 more, 1, 2, 3, and tap. Last one, 1, 2, 3, and tap. Good. Okay. Let's try those basic steps to music. And the way that this will work is we will do 8 basics of each type before we swap to the other one. So we will start with our left foot to the side and then right foot to the side. We're going to do 8 of those, and then we're going to swap to 8 forward and backwards basics. So we're going to practice both steps. So I'll give you a call. I'll let you know when we're going to change, so you'll have advanced notice. Okay, here we go.
Basta con una palabra, se apagaron mis sentidos, como por arte de magia, supe que eras todo lo que había querido, y ya no pude hacer nada.
So remember, left foot, starting to the left, and then right foot to the right, 8 of those, and then forwards and backwards to 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 6, 2 more, and then we go left foot forward. Here we go. 4 more. And now it's back to the left. 4 more. And left foot forward. 4 more, and then we'll stop. And stop. Okay, very well done, guys. So a little bit of a difference between bachata and some of the other Latin dances and ballroom dances that we'll be doing. Bachata, I thought, would be a good one to get started with today, because as you would have seen when I was dancing, it's got a nice relaxed feeling to it. I'm not trying to be up straight and all nice and proper. So that sort of dancing is what you would know as dance sport. So cha-cha-cha, rumba, jive, and samba. So those are 4 Latin American dances that we will be covering in later Sunday sessions. But the bachata is from a style known as street Latin or Latino dancing. And so this is more of a social, fun, relaxed, groovy kind of Latin dancing, whereas dance sport, if you compete, tends to be more serious and competitive. So it's stricter, basically. So now that we've got that out of the way, we are going to go on to another step, and then we will combine that with the two that we already have. So the two that we already have, just to recap, we've got starting with our left foot for all of these basics. So left foot to the side, we have side, together, side, tap, side, together, side, two more, 1, 2, 3, and tap, 1, 2, 3, and tap. Okay, and our other basic step that we have is the forward and backwards basic. So we've got left foot forward, 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 tap, back, 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 and tap, forward, 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 and tap, back, 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 and tap. Okay, so our next basic step is kind of going to be a combination of both of the forward and backwards and side to side basic. So this basic step is going to move sideways, but sideways on an angle. So you would have seen that during the side to side and front to back basics that I have been facing the camera directly, straight on. But for these next basics, we're going to go from straight to the camera to just a little bit of a turn. And this basic, so instead of side together side, it's going to go side with the left foot. I'll worry about the arms later. Let's do the feet first. So we're going to go side, and with the right foot, we're going to step across. And then we have side, and then on the tap, we're going to go from facing slightly to the left to slightly to the right. So there is a little bit of a foot swivel involved, and I'll talk about that foot swivel in a few minutes. Let's get these steps first. So now we go to the right foot. We're going to step to the side. Again, remember, small steps, stepping across, side, and tap. So we have left foot, side, across, side, tap, right foot, across, side, tap. Good. Now, the main difference between the leg movement in this basic is that when we go forwards and backwards, the leg just moves forwards and backwards and swings naturally when we step. But this sideways crossover basic, if I stand facing the camera, I'll hold the wall for balance here so I don't fall over. The leg on the slight angle is going to cross the other leg. So it goes from here to across and across. And same with the left leg here. When we do the basic in the other direction, we have across, across. One more time, across. So we get this crossover basic. That's where its name comes from. And we have side, across, side, tap, side, across, side, and tap. Two more. Side, across, side, and tap, side, across, side, and tap. So just trying to think of a good example where you might try or where you might use this movement in your everyday life. If you're trying to squeeze through a big crowd of people and people are very close together, you're not just going to walk through because you're going to knock shoulders with them. So you might turn to your side to help you squeeze through smaller gaps. There's an example if you ever do anything like that. So arm movements, exactly the same as the other basic steps. When I move to my left, on my left foot, arms go left. When I go with my right foot, arms go right. And when I go with my left foot again, arms go left. I do my tap, arms stay over here, tap. And then I go back in the other direction, right foot, 1, left foot, arms go to the left, right foot again, arms go to the right, and then tap. And with this swivel, this foot movement is called a swivel. What it is we have our weight on the front of the foot, and from here, I'm just going to step onto the foot and twist my hips here. And that's going to create a little bit of a turn in my foot to set me on the right direction to go for my next basic. Sorry, I'll use the correct foot this time. Oh, I'm confusing myself now. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, to the left, it's the left foot. Tap. So I'm using my hips. So if I am standing on the spot, I have my weight over my toes, front of the foot, and I'm going to use my hips to 1. So see how my feet is twisting slightly? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just twisting my hips and my feet are moving. So when we apply that to this basic step, we have 1, 2, 3, and through the hips, tap. So I swivel and then tap, tap. And now I go back in the other direction. 1, get my arms mixed up now, I'm thinking about it too much. 1, 2, 3, and swivel, tap. Now this swivel might be a little bit tricky at first, but keep trying it. Just remember to keep your weight over the front of the foot. If your weight is in the middle of the foot or at the back of the foot, makes it really hard to swivel. You won't be able to do it, and it's going to hurt your ankles. Now that's important. It can hurt your ankles if your weight is in the middle. So over this part of the foot or over the back of the foot. These parts here, if your weight is over the foot, this part, it can hurt your ankle if you try and swivel. So keep your weight over the front of the foot, and you can swivel all day and you won't get hurt. You might get tired, but you won't get hurt. So let's try a few more of these crossover basics, and then we're going to put them to music, and then we will add in the other 2 basics that we've done. So quick recap. Crossover basics first, starting to the left, and we have 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3. There goes the speaker. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Okay, back over our first 2 basics. Left foot to the side, and we have side, together, side, tap, side, together, side, tap, side, together, side, and tap, side, together, side, tap. And our other basic was forward and backwards. They're going. And we have left foot forwards. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Now, the bachata, just to let you guys know, the bachata, along with all of the other dances that we're going to be learning in this class, they're all partner dances. So you would normally actually be dancing this with somebody. So when you do that, the boy dancing would start with their left foot. So he'd start with his left foot the way everybody's been doing it in the class. But if he was dancing with a girl, she would do the same step as the boy, but she would start with the other foot, because as the boy, starting with my left foot, I'm moving towards this wall here. So the girl, because she's facing the boy, she would do the same step, moving in the same direction, but that direction will mean she needs to use her right foot. So if you get the chance to dance this with somebody, then you will use the opposite feet to move in the same direction, but the steps are exactly the same. The only difference is for the boys, it would be left foot, right foot, tap, right foot, right foot, tap. But for the girls, it would start with the right foot, right foot, right foot, tap, left foot, right foot, tap. But you see the steps are exactly the same. And that will be the same thing with all of the dances that we're going to learn. So boys, you need to learn both sets of steps for the girls and the boys, because you need to be able to tell the girl what to do. Whereas girls, you need to, well, actually, I suppose for this class, you need to learn the boy steps because that's what we're doing. But you need to know your steps as a girl so that you can allow the boy to lead you through those steps. Okay. Oops, speaker's turned off. Let's put all three of those sets of steps to music, and then we will try a fourth and final step. We won't go into this last step too much. We'll save that for next week, but I just want to introduce it to you and show you what we'll be learning. So here we go. Basic steps to music.
Basta con una palabra, se apagaron mis sentidos, como por arte de magia, supe que eras todo lo que había querido, y ya no podía hacer nada. All right, starting from the beginning, left foot to the side. The second step will be forwards and backwards, and the third step, the crossovers. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 more. And left foot forward. 1, 2, 3. And back, forward, and back. 4 more. And now we do the crossover basics. Step across, step across, step across, step across. 4 more. And back to the side. Four more. 2 more. Forwards and backwards.
4 more. And now crossovers. Step across, step across, step across, step across. 4 more. Step across, step across, step across, step across. All right, good job, guys. Now, so I'm just going to introduce you to the last step today, but we're actually going to learn how to do it next week. So this next step is the basic bachata turn. So this step will have 3 steps in it, like they all have done so far. And at the end, there will be a tap. So 3 steps and a full turn. So you'll see I start facing the camera and I'm going to step 1, 2, 3, tap. So I've done a full 360 degrees and I'm back facing the camera again. And then I can go back in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, tap. Now, just to let you know, if you decide to try these turns throughout the week, you want to keep your weight on the front of the foot again, because remember when we talked about in the swivels, if my weight is on the heel at the back of the foot, or my foot is too flat and I'm in the middle, I can't swivel or I can't turn, and I'm going to hurt my ankles and my knees. So keep your weight on the front of the foot over the toes of the feet, and you will be able to turn a lot easier and it doesn't hurt. I could do that all day or until I got dizzy. So that's the step that we'll start with next week. Well, after we do a bit of revision, we'll start with that turn. And then we might move into another dance, learn a few basic steps in maybe the salsa or the cha-cha. I'll leave that a surprise until next week. So let's go over our 3 basics that we learned today. So our first basic step is left foot to the side. And actually, sorry, before we do that, let's remember our rules that we've learned today. So the first rule is my arms. I want to keep them. So if my belly button is here, I want to keep my arms just above my belly button. So I want to keep them here. And when I take a step, my arms move towards my step. So they're going to swing down, down and under, sorry, down and around. And then on my tap, they're going to stay here, tap. And then with my right foot, 1, 2, 3, tap. So move, 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 stay still, move, 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 stay still. Our next rule was keep your knees close together. Don't try and go for a really big step, because this is going to be really hard to come out of it. So keep your knees nice and close. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Knees close together, not too big. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. And our final rule that we learned today was, sorry, not our final rule, we covered a couple more. So our next rule is when you step, step with the toes, even on forward steps. So normally when you walk, you would go heel first. But when you dance Latin dances, you want to toe first, toe first, toe first, tap. Toe first, toe first, toe first, tap. And I think our last rule we did today was for swivels, is that we want to keep our weight over the front end of the foot so that I can swivel nice and easily. But I can still do that, keep the weight forward when my feet are flat, or I can have my heels up. Because when we have our feet flat, or when we have our weight over our heels or over the middle of the foot, if I did that much stronger, I could hurt my ankles and hurt my knees, and it's not fun. Believe me, I've had a lot of knee injuries. So keep your weight over the front of the foot when you swivel, and that will help. So remembering all of those rules, there's only 4 of them, unless I forgot how to count. But there are 4 rules we have to remember. Our arms, our knees, our feet when we step, and our feet when we turn them. Okay, so I think those 4 rules are good rules to start with. So our 3 basics that we covered today were left foot to the side. We have side, together, side and tap. Right foot together, side and tap. Left foot together, side and tap. Right foot together, side and tap. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 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 Okay, our next basic step is the forward and backwards basic. So we start with our left foot moving forwards, and we have left foot forward, forward and tap, and right foot backwards, backwards and tap. Left foot forwards, forwards and tap. Right foot backwards, backwards and tap. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And our final basic from today is the crossover basic. So remember, for this one, if we start facing the camera, and because we're moving to our left first, so left foot, left side, we're going to turn our feet just a little bit from facing the camera to facing on an angle. And then we start, same rules as all the other basics. So the arms, the knees, the feet. And for this one, the 4th rule applies because we've got the swivel. Keep the weight on the front of the feet to do our swivels. And we have left foot, crossover, side, swivel tap. Right foot, crossover, side, swivel tap. Left foot, right foot, left foot, swivel tap. Right foot, crossover, right foot, swivel tap. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 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 Okay, one more time today, guys. We're going to put those basic steps to music. And then that should bring us pretty much to the end of our class today. So here we go.
Basta con una palabra, se apagaron mis sentidos.
So remember, guys, the bachata is a nice, relaxed kind of dance. We don't have to be straight up and down like a soldier. Nice and relaxed. Starting left foot to the side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Tap. 1, 2, 4 more. And left foot forward. 1, 2, 3. Backwards on the right. And don't forget the tap. 4 more. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. And here we go with the crossovers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4 more. And let's finish the song out. Back to side basics on the left. Four more. Left foot forward. Four more. And crossovers. Keep it up, guys. 4 more. And back to the side. Four more. And left foot forward. Four more. And crossovers. Oh, that's the end of the song.
Basta con una palabra.
Okay, so you guys have done, well, hopefully you have kept up and enjoyed yourselves today. It's been a lot of fun to teach this. I haven't actually taught any dancing in about half a year, so it's been great to run a little class, and I look forward to doing this every Sunday, same time, as long as the lovely people keep attending. So if you would like to learn a bit of basic Latin and ballroom dancing, every Sunday, 8 AM to 9 AM, I'll be here. So yeah, I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope you learned a lot, and it's been my pleasure. I'll see you all next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Michael. It's excellent.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome, Miss
Bye,
Duc.
everyone.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Okay, Michael. Can let I see. Michael, just check the right. Bye, everyone. Rồi. Bye nha. Rồi, chào các con nha. Bye bye cô Đức An nha. Tụi con học vui không? Để cô Đức mở camera. Vui hả? Để cô Đức mở camera cho các bạn nói nha. Đây nè. Rồi.
Vui hả cô?
Các bạn
Vui hả?
Vui không?
Vui hả cô?
Vui hả? Vui.
Dạ. Thầy.
Vui tuần sau vào tiếp nha.
Dạ. Thầy
cô
cô
nói
dạy. Vui cô. Dạy nhả con bị dễ luôn á. Cô rất là luôn cô. Vui.
Tại vì rồi nhớ tập theo nha, tập thể dục thường xuyên, vừa vui vừa khỏe mạnh vừa có tinh thần minh mẫn để mình có học tiếng Anh tốt nha. Hoàng Lâm vui không?
Dạ.
James vui không? Những gương mặt rất là quen thuộc nè. Vui không? Hôm nay
Cô Đức ơi, cô Đức. Hôm nay có lớp English lớp thầy
Có tối nay thầy Michael sẽ quay trở lại ha. Ok. Lâu lắm mới không thấy Annie nè. Cô Đức ở hồ bơi thành ra nó hơi ồn ha.
Cô Đức ở hồ bơi. Tối nay
Thôi cô Đức bye bye nha. Cô Đức đi đây. Bye. See you. Có gì cô nhắn tin cho. Yeah. Bye. Cô em nha. Cô ha. Rồi cô em đây.